I'm here to talk about Colin Quinn, one of my old good buddies, Dana Carvey. You might not know him. He's always in the shot with me. He's on the show with me. But he's not feeling well today. And I said, you know what? Just lay low. It's not his heart, because he did have heart things. He's not feeling great. And I said, you know what? I'll just handle this because I'm such a stage hog. It's embarrassing. So honestly, just stay home. But Colin, who I saw at the Brooklyn Diner last time I was in New York, that's the famous Brooklyn Diner. He goes with Precious Seinfeld, but then I got to go with him. And he said it was underwhelming, whatever that means. By the way, I was watching the VMAs last weekend. The VMAs are on the MTV. It's a lot of code, Video Music Awards. MTV stands for Used to Be Music Television. You can use it. No, but the funny thing was, aside from me not knowing literally one person, I don't know, was J-Lo not there? Why was she not at something? We have a J-Lo not sighting. What a fucking burn. No, I like J-Lo. But the funny thing was, on the carpet, Addison Rae's mom, Addison Rae, who I did when I hosted Jimmy Kimmel, she was on with me. And Addison Rae's mom is this really pretty, nice woman. We sat next to her at the fights. Anyway, she's there with Young Gravy, who, again, I don't know. That's my fault because I have shit to do. But he's a singer, rapper, whatever. But he's a big, good-looking guy. But then we realized they called each other to go on a date because he likes cougars. And then I thought, this reminds me of, Machine Gun Scarecrow, Machine Gun Kelly, and Megan Fox. Good-looking MILF, rapper with blonde hair. Likes to do press. They're doing press. Anyway, just a thought. Sorry, Colin. But back to Colin. Great friend of mine, legit. Always see him when I'm in New York. And you'll hear from one little piece of tidbit trivia. Came up with the title Grown Ups. Wow. Boom. Take that, Meghan Markle, and your dumb podcast. Oh, there, I said it. Fighting words, online fight, jack up ratings. Okay, that's it. Dana's not here. He would say the same thing. We both love Colin. He was there when I was there. He did update for a while. I think right after Norm. He'll tell you about that. And then listen to mostly what I say when I try to talk over him. Here he is, Colin Quinn.
You will punch.
Colin, I like more of your tweets. It's so embarrassing. Compliment hits wall, disintegrates.
Yes.
Colin, I would like to goof around all day, but we have to get down to business.
We have a specific orders.
Yeah. No.
I just want to start by saying, even though we're not on camera, do you think David was bothering Heather going, should I wear a collared shirt with a sweater? She goes, no, not with that V-neck. It's wrong. Okay.
She said, everything works on you. I go, good. She's reading a cue card I gave her.
If you took a bat to David's hair, it would be solid.
No, my hair's it's so today. Wispy. It's still from the well, I won't say when this aired, but I was at a certain worldwide award show recently.
Oh, really? So you were
looking for trouble. Colin, one last question.
Yeah. I'll start it off since you guys have, so the first time I went to SNL, I wrote these sketches and I brought them in. Sandler got me in to meet with Jim Downey, and I showed him he showed me the sketch. I wrote these sketches, and one of them was the sketch. What it was basically, I'm still very proud of it, even though it got rejected by every host. And it was one of those sketches I kept showing up with, and it was just like, people were like, stop. It was basically Roman emperor. So it was like sanctimonious. It was like, well, I don't know. And then obsequious, you're right every time, my lord. And then Tim Meadows played Thesaurus, who goes, but that means this. So anyway, I brought that in, and Downey goes, yeah, this, the people aren't gonna. This is too, and just handed it back to me. Like it was too,
that's horrible.
Here's the thing about Downey: is as intelligent, as brilliant as he was, if you showed up with something that he thought was smart and precious, a word at SNL back in the 90s.
Yeah, precious.
Was the worst thing you'd be called. He'd just throw it back at you. And then, and by the way, I also gave it to Chris Walken, who snapped at me. Chris Walken yeah. He goes, I go, hey, that sketch. He goes, I saw it. And I was like, wow.
That's
boy.
What accent is saw it? What is that? New York? What? What?
That's Chris Walken. He's from Queens. And the only reason I know that is the first time I met Chris Walken was at some hotel. And I go, hey, my family used to go to Walken's Bakery, which was his family bakery, the legendary bakery in Queens. My family traveled all the way from Brooklyn. That's how good the bakery was. German, he's German bakery. And he goes, yeah, that was a long time ago, and just turns his head away from me.
God damn.
I've had it with him.
You've had it with Meanwhile, when I'm with him, I can't shut him up. David, this was great. That was great. Everything you do is great. I'm like, oh, come on, Christopher.
John Lovitz is the truth teller show business. He went up to him and goes, Chris, come on, be honest. Are you kind of making up your accent? Are you putting it on?
Wow.
No. He just starts laughing. Very
That's
John.
so funny.
I told you, Colin, he asked me once, he goes, you ever work with an actor dog? And I go, yeah. And he goes, you ever work with an actor cat? Did I tell you this story? And I've told it before. And I go, an actor cat. He goes, they don't do anything. They're like a regular cat. They don't move. And then if you like push them, they jump. But any cat will do that. And I go, yeah, I guess. And then he waits. Then he goes, you ever work with an actor mouse? And I go, no. And he goes, he did on Mousetrap, this movie. So it checks out. And he goes, they're good. You tell them to go up and take a beat and go to the left. And they do. They're smart.
They're smart.
See, that's when you really do agree with John Lovitz. Like, he must be acting a little bit.
Were you there? Were you there when
Why would you say that?
I know. Yeah. Why would you tell me that story?
And it's not just my bitterness about the bakery. It's a lot of things.
It's a little bit.
It seems like actors are pretty subtle in the 70s, and then later on they sort of get bored, and then they just extenuate themselves, like Pacino. Wow.
Yeah.
No, screaming and just. You know.
Only Duval managed to keep it.
Oh, keep it under,
small.
keep it real. You know, I have to give Colin a compliment. He's always highly respected. This is for the people that are listening. Highly respected
Very
comic.
popular.
One of the smartest. Also writes these 1 hour shows that I wouldn't even understand just watching them. And then he also does all the research, makes jokes out of anything. I can't, if you gave me a subject, my act is about like 1,000 different things. But if you had said, oh, write an hour about one thing, I'd be like, give me 500 years. And he does it and he does it again. And he takes something that probably doesn't sound funny on the surface, like the Constitution or something. And he goes, I think there's an hour there. And makes it really good.
Well, thank you. Google does half of it, but thank you.
You've done 7 stage shows, but we're going to get to the part. We'll get to SNL, but I like Tough Crowd. That was when was Tough Crowd? Before or after?
It was before. It was in the early 80s.
Because a lot of shows get compared to Tough Crowd.
No, I'm lying. It was in the 2000s.
I thought you were 90s. So
I found
like,
it was interesting. Is this true, Colin? You start stand-up, they said, in 84. You're on remote control 3 years later.
Yeah.
Nobody gets a TV show in 3 years. How great did your stand-up get to get that? I mean, in 3 years?
Well, it's funny you say that because my stand-up was, not only was it behind, but I was always like a comedian, even in New York. So I would do these gigs. It was really the one time I had like that heat where you'd look, like I'd go to a college in the Midwest and there'd be 2,000 people. And the first time I did, I go, who are they here for? Is there a show here? They go, you. And I go, oh, no.
Oh, wow.
And like half my act was about like specific streets in Brooklyn. And, you know, it was kind of a rough go. But they didn't care. As long as I stayed and signed autographs and did pictures afterwards, nobody cared.
Yeah.
So I'd hang out like 2 hours after I'd do like 45 minutes to mild laughter. Yeah.
He does. Halfway through his act, I saw him in these 17-year-old kids are cheering. And then he goes, and now I'm going to read from my Roman Empire sketch.
Yes. And now I'd like to read the works of James Joyce. Please listen.
But they were just excited. So you're saying they see you on that show. Everyone's freaking out. I'm in Arizona watching it, going, this guy's super cool. He's funny. To get a show that's cool like that on MTV, they weren't always hits or would always work. and it's a music show. I mean, it's a music station, but you've got Kari, the beautiful girl.
Kari, gorgeous, Kenny. And by the way, before I did any of that, my biggest celebrity gig, and I was paid very well and was treated very nicely, was opening for Dana in Wilmington, Delaware.
Well, yeah.
Yes. We
You were a great guy.
I
Was
suppose
he?
so. I wasn't
Yes,
mean.
he was totally nice, paid better than anybody had ever paid, and was just a cool guy, nice guy before and after.
Jeez, that's nice. David was one of my dandy openers.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In Arizona?
No, New England. New England tour, the summer sheds, where it was like 100 degrees and humidity. It was. Those are tough. You ever play those outdoor sheds in August? Brutal.
Dana, did we share a car?
I think I drove us
I
around.
think you had a rental car, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was fun. That was fun for me because Colin, he makes fun of me, but it was true. He goes, do 20 minutes. So I'd walk up there with shorts and flip-flops and drink a Heineken and go, what else is going on? Then I go,
He'd drape over the stool and he's kind of whispering, what's up? I go out and I'm dancing. Hey, isn't that special? Gotta do it. Gotta. Pew.
David goes, this is going worse than the Challenger.
Oh, yeah. I go, Dana, my closer's about the Challenger exploding last week, so you're going to go up right after that. And he's like, oh, I don't know, maybe. And I go, NASA need another 7 astronauts. And he goes, you know what? I wouldn't even put that in there. I would probably.
Some girl screams, David goes, who's that, baby Jessica?
I remember Willington, though, with you, because you were a great comic. I remember about 15 minutes
Back to
in, I
Colin.
just said to the sound guy, is there any way we can kind of. Have you given him the light? That was my first move. And then it's like,
Well, he hasn't gone on yet.
could we get him all? I mean,
Light.
I was like, because the waves of laughter were vibrating. I was like, could we just? Is there any way we can get him off politely? Oh, how long did you do?
I really love that. Yeah, like 20.
20.
Shit.
It's fun.
I love it.
When the audience knows
guys,
you.
so after Remote Control, is it 3 years between that and SNL? And what do you do during those 3 years?
It was more like 5 years, and I'm just doing stand up, and really, I mean, it was going pretty badly. You know, there's something about being back in coach after you were in first class. It's very humbling and very good. It's very good for you. But then what happened was I was drifting around doing stand up and had a couple of things going on, but nothing really. And then Fred Wolf goes, hey, Lauren's coming out to see people. I want him to see you. I really think you should be on the show. It's ridiculous. And you know, when Fred puts his mind to something, it's happening.
Yeah.
And so we had this big audition in LA, and I'll never forget. It was during the long desert nights when stand up was finished. So they had to bring in audiences for free. So this is a improv.
Oh boy.
They had to bring in all these kids from a summer camp, 15-year-old kids. So it's like 200 kids from a summer camp in the middle of their camp. Mm-hmm. So it's like a summer.
I think I remember these crowds.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I bombed so badly, and I was so fat that Erin told me afterwards, she goes, I told Lauren, he goes, I thought this guy didn't look like this. She goes, I think his face is in there somewhere.
I don't remember you ever being that
That's
heavy.
so funny.
Erin Maroney said that. She goes, I think his face is in there somewhere.
That's such a great thing to say. David, Lauren
That's a
really
great
likes you.
line.
She used to go, David, Lauren really likes you. I'm like, why am I not in the show? I don't know, but I think he really likes you. And Erin was very like a positive, fun force running around that place.
And then she was great. And then Lauren hired me as a writer because Fritz goes, no, you hear the writing? Do you hear the jokes though, Lauren? And then when I got there, Lauren's go, yes, you kept a couple of people's careers alive for a few more weeks with that performance, basically saying how badly I bombed. And then hired me as a writer. And the only one I knew there really was David and Norm, you know.
Did you, was Marcy there or Shoemaker or any writers there?
Marcy and Shoemaker, we were all there, but I didn't know them.
Yeah. So you come on as a writer, and I was probably, is that 95 maybe?
Yeah, 95 was you and Huge Fink. It was your last year there.
Oh, right, my last
You
thing.
think, yeah.
And that's when you started Hollywood Minute.
Yeah, I think I'd done Hollywood Minute a few times, and then I had my own 5 minutes.
Right, that's what I mean.
Lauren
right.
said, if you stay a year, I think Farley and Sandler left.
That's
so it was
right.
too much of a shake-up to have everybody go at once.
Yeah,
So
you and Norm stayed.
yeah, huh? David.
Hey!
Colin.
Hey.
Huh?
And all Norm wanted to do was play football in the hall. So that's
Oh
all we
yeah,
would
we
do.
also had that Magic Johnson basketball hoop.
We had fake sports in the hall. That was the only thing we did all day. And Norm would storm down the hall in those. He dressed like crisscross, like those young rapper kids. He had like these giant. He was dressed like in Carl Kanai jeans, and just be like, like storming down the hall, just starting trouble.
I know where he wasn't going, the bathroom, because he had that in their office. We found so many ways to not write, Colin, because we would shoot hoops in that little tiny Nerf hoop, and then we'd throw the football. And it was anything to go, we got to start writing. And I would always want to write while I was fresh in the middle of the day, but it was so frowned upon. Like, what a loser.
I always hated, I was the same way. I would write on Sunday and Monday. I always thought that was so fake that everybody's like, we have to stay up all night Tuesday. It's like, no, we don't. You could write on Monday and Sunday, and you could come in at 12 in the afternoon on Tuesday.
I know, you really look
But
down
for some
on like
reason-
a nerd if you were writing. They're like, what are you doing, Spade? I go,
It was this thing from the old days when people did coke, which I understand. That was organic. But by the time we were there, it's like, why are we staying up all night?
yeah.
It's fake.
The all-nighters with no Coke was just a bad idea because
Yes.
I get why they used to do it, but now I'm like, we don't have Coke and we do have the day off, so we could fix this.
Well, I feel like you just reiterated what I said.
Yeah.
Literally exactly.
Right.
And,
While I was waiting for Dana. I just was trying to... By the way, Colin has another real big
I had
credit.
a Wi-Fi issue.
Colin, you know what his big credit is? What movie did Colin think of the name of? Do you know this answer, Colin?
I know it. Of course I know it.
I don't know it.
I'll give you a hint. It was called Lake House for a long time.
Oh, it would be Black Sheep or Tommy Boy.
No.
No. Okay.
It was Grown Ups.
Godfather.
Grown Up.
Godfather. You thought it was Grown Ups. We couldn't think of a name.
Why would you change the subject in the middle of SNL?
I know. We're going back to it. I just had to make sure I said that
ridiculous.
because you told me that I have to say that at some point. Okay.
I did?
So you're on SNL and you're a writer, and you're a really good writer, so it's different. I think you were very comfortable in that position, right?
Oh, I was too comfortable.
Yeah.
I remember the first time, my first sketch was Chevy Chase was the first host. And my first sketch was up first. And it was called The Blame Game. And it was a racial game show with a white guy and a black guy, Tim and Chevy. And it was called The Blame Game, where everybody just blames each other for what's going on.
Right.
And then we get to rehearsal, and Lorne goes, "Where's the buzzing sounds for the?" Because there's no buzzing sounds for the
Buzzers.
So I go, I didn't think like that was the important part of the sketch. He looked at me. Like,
Oh, boy.
oh, this guy's an idiot. So they got buzzers, but then the buzzer during the game, Chevy just starts pressing the buzzer.
Oh, to fuck it up?
Well, I don't know if he meant it to. It's hard to tell. It's almost like a kid with a buzzer.
Yeah. Oh, and it kept screwing up, and it turned into that.
I don't think he was trying to sabotage it. I just think he thought,
It turned into the buzzer sketch, and it lost all its smartness.
yeah.
That's awesome. Who knows? I know. God.
Who knows? But it was good to get it, like early on. I didn't realize how important it is to get sketches on. You know what I mean? I was so cocky, like when my sketches wouldn't get on, I was like, what's that problem? Like everybody at SNL. You go in there, everybody's like, my stuff should be, everybody's got a little bit of an attitude. I feel that everybody who makes it out of there alive has a little bit of an attitude.
Sure. I'm so damaged. It's a combo of things. I blame my dad leaving me second, and then I put SNL.
SNL first.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would agree with that.
But I did get a lot of fun off it. I'm not saying negative, but I actually wasn't prepared to write like you had to write there. I was a rookie, and it takes so long. You were ahead of me in that department, but it was fun because you were always pretty cool to me about sketches. Yeah, I don't know if you remember this. You would, after read through, come up and give me a compliment if you liked it, and those are not always easy to come by in a semi-competitive situation. And so I always appreciate it because you're such a smart writer. And then I thought maybe you were just doing that to make me feel better, to make me feel like, it was good. You were just saying it. And then one time you came up to me after read through and you go, hey, that thing. And I'm ready for my compliment. And you go, yeah, you can't do that. And I go, oh, I think he said we're going to do it. And you go, yeah, but you can't. You can't.
Why, it was hacky?
Yeah, it was hacky. You go, it's comedically, you just can't. You can't do it. And I go, oh. And then I was like, oh, you are thinking it through every week. And you are giving me actual compliments. And now is a time where your honesty is appreciated.
Unwanted.
Yeah, unwanted, appreciated. And but I got scared because I go, oh no. By the way, disappointing you is horrible. You were just telling me, oh yeah, because all of us kind of look up to Colin and go, oh, I hope Colin thinks it's funny. And then when you didn't, you weren't mean about it. You were just like, basically save yourself and save your reputation, and you don't need this. And I'm like, I didn't understand. I go, but it'll get on. You're like, yeah, I'm not getting to you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing about my arrogance. When people ignore my advice, I go, what?
My
All right.
arrogance.
Like, I never think to myself, like, hey, you know what? They have to do what they have to do. I'm always like, I just told you what to do. All right.
It's awesome.
That's the kind of delusional grandiosity that I'm capable of.
Where do you fall in, like, because I'd heard this from other people about you being especially generous in a sincere way. If someone's, but you know, Smigel told me about his cartoon, and you would come up to him and really critique it and tell him how much you loved it. And if you know, so where do you put yourself on the competitive spectrum of comedians like Sharp Elbows and that kind of thing? Or do you feel like you have a different Irish attitude or something? Because you seem so centered in a way to me, as a person.
Well, I mean, I want to do well. I mean, I want to be successful. But I mean, yeah, I feel like comedians are really the only ones that really understand each other. So it's like, I always love comedians because I feel like somehow there's something in a comedian's frequency that we, like, even when they're not, even if you take the hackiest comedian in the world, if you're sitting somewhere with them, it's like a different conversation than with anybody else. Not that we're better or worse. It's just they're on my wavelength, and I just feel like
you're right.
they're all we have. You know,
I couldn't agree more. If you're in New York at a party or something, and there's no comedian there, and you're talking to businessmen and CEOs, and then a comedian comes in, instantly both kind of,
even actors or anybody, there's something in them that's different than comedians. Comedians have this like dead part of us that is really funny and makes us who we are, where we're just like, oh, like you don't have to have that enthusiastic or, you know, that earnest thing that a lot of people, even actors, have, where they're like, it's just another layer where you're like, oh God, that's brutal. But it's like how we feel. I can't even articulate it, but it's like you know it when you see it, you know?
It's the elephant in the room. They usually identify it, and then you have a co-conspirator, whether it's about someone's dress or the guy who's soiled his tuxedo, whatever it is, and they just go right at it. Yeah. Interesting.
I went to when you go to any party in Los Angeles where there's celebrity types, you always sort of find a comedian, and then another one finds you, and then you're all in a corner, and then sometimes other people like to come over thinking that'll be the fun group. Yeah. And then they also like, what do you guys think about blank? You know, what's going on right now? And then you get to blab around. But yeah, it is always fun because you feel some sort of comfort. Or other people.
The classic somebody who comes up to you and goes, I don't know if you know, a civilian, quote unquote, I don't know if you could use this, but I always thought this was funny. You know, one of those guys, and you're like, oh no, this.
Oh no, I don't know if you could use this. It's like, I know we can't.
We know we can't.
You don't have to tell us. We'll tell you right now. But
there you go. They should do a show about my job. You should hear about my job because there might be something there.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, I feel like
okay. So you did Joe Blow. Remember Joe Blow on Update?
Yeah.
So you were a construction worker?
I love the name.
That was my happiest things, was that Joe Blow and then and the Lion. Those were my favorite
Lenny
things.
the Lion. I saw that,
When I did those two things, and I at that moment, I think it was the first Lenny or Joe Blow, where I was like, I just lived my dream. Now I can die. Because being on SNL live, so it could never be taken at that time, especially, but still to this day, live, that still means so much. And then to do those things that were really important to me, I was like, that was it. I could have died right then.
And you got to write it, and there's something about writing it. And you do a TV show, you do a movie, and a year later it comes out, and you go, "Oh, they cut out that part.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't get picked up. It never got aired.
Or the news changed. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything anymore.
It's right there. It's how you wrote it, how you want it out there. You actually present it, and then you walk off, and your phone can ring and go, "I just saw it, and I'm in Milwaukee," and you go, "Oh, it's out. Okay, so what I thought of is out."
And stupid Norm, right before I go on the air, this is Norm to the core. I'm in a lion costume the first time ever. I'm nervous because it's SNL and just I wrote this thing and I'm getting it on.
You look
and
dumb.
Then nobody really remember. Some people maybe remember me from MTV, but it's been a few years. And then I'm sitting there in a lion costume, and then Norm goes to the crowd, "Is that Colin Quinn? He's dressed in a lion suit."
Yeah, I can see that. But he's not a lion, right? He's not a lion. He's just sort of in a lion suit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Don't be frightened. He's not actually a lion. No one like Norm.
No.
I mean, how do you followed Norm, and Norm was one of your favorite comedians, and How was that for you?
It was very ugly. And when I look back now, I feel like I sabotaged what I was doing too, because I was so afraid of being like, hey, like, Norm screwed up. I'm going to be the good guy. And so I kind of went out of my way to be villainous. I feel like I just sabotaged my time at that spot, because SNL for me is such a demarcation between the great times I had there, which was before that, and then the dream gig, which is Weekend Update, where I was miserable. Lorne was miserable. It was just not. It was a bad thing. It was a bad time.
What to speak to that? Was it because the hangover of Norm being fired? Is that what gave it? It's
because Norm getting fired, and then suddenly I found myself in a position where, so I'm going to be like the goody two shoes. I had never done that in my life. So I felt like I went out of my way to sabotage every episode that I could until that became my thing. And it was not a good thing, but it was how it went. So I feel like I destructed I got off on that foot, with the Norm thing. And then I would never try to be like, engaging. I would barely smile. And I mean, I was kind of like that in stand-up to begin with, I guess, but I took it to another level. And I really feel like that's what I did. But I didn't realize that till like 7 years ago,
And how
had you grown into your face by then?
Yes, sometimes I had, sometimes I hadn't. My weight's been up and down a lot.
Your face
I
was
thought
there.
that during that update time, Erin was always over in 8H right near you, just with her arms crossed, kind of staring and pointing to your face. But I heard that was a rumor. Sorry.
But
if you heard the first part of the podcast, that made sense. But
it has to be a bit of an uphill battle, no matter who you're following. It was like Dennis, there's Nealon, there's you.
Sure.
And so you got to go, okay, I'm the new guy. They might be mad because Norm gets a little more legendary status because he got fired or whatever. So they're like, he's like a hero. Right. And then it's like, oh, what do you got? And you weren't like super sketch guy at that point. So it wasn't like bringing Fallon up or something.
No, but it was more than, like I said, it was also me just sabotaging it, because I was like, I'll show you I'm not, you know what I mean? I was not, and it was a weird vibe. It was a weird fit. And when I look back, I know why now, but at the time I didn't. I was just like, I don't know what's going on.
What specifically would you say to your younger self then about that moment? Just have more fun,
if you're going to do it,
yes,
try to charm them a little bit. Don't just be like coming on like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I mean, I would say that to myself in comedy in general. I feel like, I always had this weird thing about comedy. It was like, you shouldn't be trying to cheat and, smile and win them over and, you know what I mean? Like, do your material. So I always had like an attitude that didn't incorporate that, which was, then I wasn't even enjoying it. So it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
If you're not going to bring your personality too, you might as well just hand out books. Here are my jokes. Everybody read them and I'll sit on stage. And after an hour, time is up and we'll just leave. But
it is true. It's like, it is show business, and you have to, they go, like Sandler he knew what he was doing right away.
Yes. Well, no, not right away. I knew Sandler
Well, it
the
took a
first time he
while.
started.
Yeah.
It took him about a year and a half. And the first year and a half, he was up there like a young raw, and then he came back. He went on the road for a year and a half. And he came back and you're like, oh, he had all his charisma was there suddenly. But yeah.
Confidence
But I mean,
and charisma. Yeah. Same thing.
But also because, you don't want to overdo it because how many people do you know that were just, I worked with a lot of 80s really hacky people that were just all fake. And we all resented it when they'd go up there and they'd start laughing and the crowd would start laughing and they'd be it was all this sound and fury signifying nothing. So it was like, you're like, wait a minute, that's not stand up. This is, and so then you overcorrect the other way and just go, I'm not going to move. I'll just, and so there's, you know what I mean?
Can I just interject for a second that I think you found the title of maybe your next book?
What? Sound and fury.
Sound and fury signifying nothing. That is an incredible phrase. If you just think of that.
Well, it's Shakespeare. It's Shakespeare.
Oh, it's Shakespeare. Oh, Bill Shakespeare. Okay. I love it. Oh, I'm not really well read. So
what was funnier than Phil Hartman going, then Chris Farley going, looks like we got ourselves a Bill Shakespeare over here. David. When David goes, I really was thinking of becoming a writer. And he goes,
hey, look at this guy.
And he goes, well, actually, we try to encourage his writing.
Yeah, Phil goes, actually,
Chris Farley's face. Chris Farley's face was so depressed over that.
And then he flicks his glasses up and down. Hey, I can't see too good.
Yeah, he was always
like that. Is that Bill
that.
Shakespeare? Over
I
there?
don't know how to write anything. Every night he'd say
and
that.
Phil Hartman totally denies him. He goes, actually, we try to encourage him. And his face was so depressed and mad.
I like when he turns on, he goes, you know, Dad, I wish you'd shut your big yap. I like at the beginning of that sketch, they'd think of different reasons to make him gacked out. So they go, we hired a motivational speaker. He's been down in the basement eating coffee beans for 3 hours. Like, why? to explain why he's going to bust out of the door and fall through the wall.
I know. But that was the problem, speaking of the show. Here's what the problem, in my opinion, there's two big problems with SNL. One is structural things, which obviously it's the most genius structure of all time, right? It's still the most genius structure. A live show where Sarah Silverman once described it. I go, what do you think of the show last night? She goes, it's like it always is. It's a casino. Even if that sketch you watched didn't work, you're like, you know what? The next one's coming up. And I was like, yeah. But the two things that I thought were big mistakes was one, when they would have the rewrite session where suddenly everyone's throwing in these funny lines that ruin whatever the magic that sketch had that writer wrote. So you'd have all these lines, blah, 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 and then it just killed the sketch. Because
it's getting gangbanged by too many people that are a different styles.
All have good jokes. Those jokes are better than what was originally in the sketch, but they ruined the alchemy or whatever. Right?
Ooh, yeah.
And then the other thing was, which I'm sure you guys much more than me must have dealt with the frustration, especially Dana, which is dress rehearsal. Some of the best things. Who cares? The dress crowd's not laughing. That doesn't mean it's not the greatest sketch. And it's a different animal. So cutting things based on an audience response between dress and air, I felt like that was crazy. Because how many great sketches you see, you go, no, you can't cut that. It's going to work. But just because that dress audience didn't work. Dana, you must have like 5 characters that you had that you were like, no, just let it go to air, you know?
And then eventually, I had so much status there and had a lot of great collaborators that I would try to not peak at dress. I wanted the air show, my brain, and we all had that, and at Update 2.
To beat the system.
You want your live show to be the voice in your head going, this is the best I've done it this week. And that took me a while to learn. I peaked at read through a few times, just trying to get it on the show. Crazy. Yes. And never got back there. But no,
I get that. I can see that. When De Niro, one of the big things was on was Joe Pesci was on with and Brewer used to do the Pesci show.
Yeah.
So they asked me to fill in whoever's
As
going to
De
do De
Niro.
Niro
Yeah.
as De Niro. So De Niro shows up, and at dress rehearsal, it was the most magic thing because hadn't seen them yet. We heard they were coming, and it was this, and that air was good, but dress rehearsal was just what you talked about.
Terrible
Yeah.
De
feeling.
Niro even De Niro had a different energy to him, you know.
Well, then you're discovering it still a little bit because you're so beaten down after the read through with Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday walkthroughs. By the time you get to an audience, you really think the thing sucks. So that's the first time you're getting laughs since read through, since Wednesday. And so it's hard to get back to that on the air show. That discovery of like, wow, I'm killing. This is great, you know?
Well, Shoemaker used to always talk about you, and he said, Dana, even if he didn't have the guy's voice down completely, he always had something about him that he discovered that was so funny that made it, that took it to another level. You know what I mean? He said, you will always do that. Now, did you do that? Like, I don't know how impressionists really, did you do that consciously, or did you watch tapes, or did you, like, how long do you have to watch somebody? How many times do you have to watch Ross Perot before you go, that?
He was pretty immediate, but if anyone cared to look at the first one, I wasn't as committed. I wasn't extending the rhythms. And then as you watch someone, these sub rhythms keep coming out. You know, can I finish one time? Can I finish one time? I don't know if that was in the first one, like a press conference.
Right.
You're not listening. That frustrated kind of thing. I just yesterday, and I'm not like James Austin Johnson, but I thought I heard a new Trump rhythm that I hadn't heard before, which is like, it's not a great Trump, but the rhythm you'll hear at the end where he fades away. He's like, and gas is going up, $5 a gallon, $7, $10 a gallon. How high can you count? How high can you count? That's the one. I hadn't heard it.
Yes.
10, 12, $15 a gallon. How high can you count? It just killed
And
me.
he looks
So-
away sometimes. He sort of
Yes.
turns aside.
Yes.
I like when
How high can you
Dana
count?
says,
Many people
when he goes,
listen.
excuse me, but no one's interrupting him.
My angle was that he would just take a word and repeat it for 3 minutes and make it work. We're going to win like everybody. We're going to be winning. We're going to win, excuse me. We're going to win so much. You're going to be tired of winning. You're going to win. We're going to win. We're winning. Too much winning. People are saying, please, enough with the winning. So that Trump was an amazing.
People are saying.
Such a
He
great
always has
joy.
people saying things to him.
Yeah.
People are saying
Many
this guy's
people
a
are
crook.
saying.
Many people are saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Many people don't like. I like when he says, many people don't like this person. A lot of people have come to me.
And then there's that.
It's
Yeah.
like based on
right.
nothing, just to make someone look like an asshole.
But yeah, that's.
He's a loser. A lot of people are whispering to me he's a loser.
Many people are saying, many people, excuse me, many people are saying, like, he's not very well liked. You know, you were nice, now you're not so nice, okay? So he's, a one-off. Someone asked Rudy Giuliani before he went a little kooky, how do you define Donald Trump? And he said he's unclassifiable. like a rare insect, and you
Rare
can't. There's
insect.
never been another one like him. So what do you? I don't know where to go. There's so many things I want to ask.
I have a
So many
question.
things
No,
want
I
to
have a
ask
lot.
Colin, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, when you do update, were you working with, was it a Downey or was it Herb Sargent, or who was kind of running it with you?
No. It was, we had different people, but it was
Fred?
Carlock, Robert Carlock.
Oh, Robert Carlock. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And was Tina on yet? No.
Tina was on. No, she wasn't on the show, but she was the head writer.
Oh, shit. And
on-
when we had Myers on, and I think he did he say he offered you, what was it? What part? Scott.
He not only
Austin
offered me,
Powers.
no, but that's
Is
one
that
of
a
my
rumor?
No. He literally, Sarah Silverman again called me. She goes, Mike Myers is looking for you. I go, oh, all right, yeah. He calls me up and he goes, hey, I'm doing this movie. This whatever it was. It's about, he describes Austin Powers. He's this guy from the 60s. And I go, that's great, man. I had nothing. He goes, so I'll fly you out and you do this part. You know, I saw you on Gary Shandling playing Rip Torn's son. So just do whatever you did then is great. Just do that in the movie.
Wow. Nice.
And I go, yeah, I'm working on my own movie though. And he goes, oh, you shooting something? I go, no, I'm just rewriting it. And he goes, all right, well, this will take a few days. It's not a big deal. I go, nah, I'm busy. And he literally goes, what? Like, he goes, what's going on? Like, he didn't understand what was happening. He goes, I go, plus the show's happening. He goes, yeah, but it's a week off. I'll talk to Lorne. Don't worry about that. I go, nah, I'm just, thank you. And he goes,
fucking funny.
So stupid. And then he goes, look, I go, it sounds great. Well, good luck with your movie. I go, it sounds like the kind of movie. I said, you can even get like Burt Bacharach type music. He goes, no, we have Burt Bacharach doing the actual Burt Bacharach music. Like this is a big production. And for whatever combination of stupidity on my part, I still, I just kept turning it down. I mean, all he did was say, look, I love you and Gary Shandling. This is the part. Do your thing. And that's it. And I turned it down. And he goes, I can't beg you to do it. He goes, I'm offering it. And whatever idiotic thing. And I've turned down a lot of things in the business, but I never regretted them, But that one I regret because it was great.
I have heard you've turned down stuff and I go, it's great. But, in your own mind, if it's not for you, whatever reason, you move on.
But what is your reason? So in most cases, I was right. I defended all. That one case, I was wrong. I was stupid. Because he made it for me. He said, just do what you did.
Yeah, it's just walk in the park.
It's easy.
Sometimes
you already did it.
I think for all of us, if you're lucky enough to get on TV or be in show business and you have things coming at you, and later on, I would always say to myself, I did not know what time it was. I was in something that I had no context for. So,
right.
how could you know that Austin Powers would be a trilogy and a global smash when you turn it down?
I couldn't know that, but it sounded fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's funny. And he's
one
great.
win.
And he's funny. I always liked him.
Yeah.
It was great. I don't know what my problem was. Yeah.
But Dana, I agree, and I'm chiming in even though people say I talk too much. But
my wife is all over that. She says you're great.
When what you're saying about that, Dana, I like to use words like frequency and alchemy when I talk. Because I just stole them from Colin. I'm going to use them all the time. But
full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
I can't. I wouldn't be able to get away with that one. But they would buy alchemy from me, maybe. But Dana, you're saying you get in sort of a vortex, and I wasn't in like a super fame vortex like when you were on SNL. But when I did SNL, and in the summer we did Tommy Boy, and then we come back to SNL, and they go, "What do you guys want to do this summer? What movie?" There's this one Black Sheep that Fred, has, and we're like, oh yeah, okay.
Hi.
And then we do that.
Hey,
and then
you're good.
Hey,
you're not so
David,
good. Okay. All right. No, you're really good. You're not so good. Okay.
Dana, I'm going to talk about you in a second. I just want to tell something to David, but I have a big compliment for you at the end.
That was really good. No, I swear to God, that was really good, but you're not so good. Okay.
We're doing Fred Wolf. So then, and then the next summer, I think there was, do you want to do a Gap Girls movie or something? But the point was, I didn't realize how hard it is to get a movie and how it just that's a thing you're caught up in where things are getting kind of thrown at you. And then I was like, nah, maybe. And then like a summer later, I'm like, I think I want to do this movie. And they're like, oh, that ship kind of sailed. And I'm like, well, what about this? And they're like, nah. And then I thought, holy fuck, is it hard to get a movie? And they're like, yeah dumb fuck.
If it makes you feel better, I turned down Wayne's World 1. I thought right before we did it, a couple weeks before, I go, I don't know. I don't think so. That'll be all right.
Psycho.
I love it.
Yeah. Just like, maybe maybe.
Yep. Yeah, of course.
And well, it's also everything you do is a gamble that could hurt you. You almost rarely think about the upside. You go, if this fucks up, I'm in a bigger hole.
Yeah, but that's what you think. But meanwhile, it doesn't mean anything. The more you do, the people that do everything is Teflon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rarely. The last time anybody got screwed was Billy Squier doing his video for, And Sandler told me that one. He goes, I remember him telling me, this Billy Squier video from 19. I was like, what? He goes, oh, that destroyed him. Because he did the whole thing. He was laying on these silk sheets. And it messed up his credibility.
Yeah.
Billy Squier was amazing.
Yeah, he's fucking unreal.
He did some video that was like on some silk sheets doing like a pretty boy video. And
he didn't lose me for good. I took a little pass for a little bit.
Could you guys familiarize myself? I'm representing this other part of the audience. Billy Squier, what was his song?
Lonely is the night.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And he had stroke it.
Stroke me.
Stroke me.
Yeah.
I was trying to clean it up. I was trying to PG it for the audience.
Oh, okay. And that was, I think, Sandler used that in Billy Madison.
Yes, I think he did.
I have a thing that every time Adam's name is mentioned, I just do it to myself. Sabathu. Every time Sandler's mentioned on the podcast, I just do that. I've already done it twice. Yeah, show business. The only guy who would seem to have show business wired, first, the people who are like, I always see Jerry Seinfeld and Jay Leno happen to be the most successful metrically in many ways. They both were so pragmatic about it. And Leno was always, you never stop. His whole thing was, don't stop.
Right.
Guys, stop.
Right.
Don't ever stop. And it was very, very logical advice.
You know, Colin,
Go ahead.
What you were saying about people that do a lot of stuff. I sometimes do a lot of stuff, but also it's because out of some of it's fear and some of it's, if I'm getting a script for a movie, we did this one, Father of the Year. I don't even have to say individual movies, but they're never handing me the number one movie out there that's the funniest one written because there's a hierarchy of who's getting that. So
Sure.
if I get a script and they're willing to do it, I'm either co-writing it or I'm trying to help punch it up, or they're saying this one's a little bit of a mess. There's a reason it's not made right now, but there's something there.
Right.
And if you want to put the work in and try to help it or do whatever, or you think you can bring something to it. And those are more opportunities where you go, I can't sit back and say I'm going to get the best of everything, or you won't do anything. So I think what you're saying has made me think, yeah, you try stuff to go, if I get to take a swing, that might help me because I can get in there and do my best. So anything, a talk show, anything, just get in front of people where someone goes, oh, because it's constantly on an audition. So if you hit one that wasn't supposed to be a hit, people go, oh, okay, maybe we'll give them another one. You know, that kind of thing. You just got to stay out there.
But what you also said, even talk show, movie, whatever, when they let you write on it, I feel like all of us comedians are like, oh, let me get a swing at this script too.
Yeah.
Like that's how I feel everything I've ever read. I'm always like, that's good. I could have made it better.
I remember reading a Colin had a few scripts, and I'd say, oh, can I read that one? And the compliment is really, I don't know why they're not making them other than it was almost too smart. It was very funny and very smart. And I think
Smart.
In our world, you know, sometimes you don't want to be the smartest one in the room. What room are you in?
It's that thing of like, you know, it's going over people's heads and it's like a really big audience out there. Just do what you want.
You mean the Beatles were smart and dumb? Do you know what I'm saying?
They had
No.
a good beat, and then you have strawberry fields. It's that whole thing of like, so Colin.
You stopped. Oh, shit.
No. Oh, I stopped.
Anyway, it was
I
like
do
Colin writes
Lauren
so
all day.
smart. If you see any of his one-man show,
I've
we saw
seen-
one.
Yes, I watch them all the
went-
time. I've seen all of them, I believe.
Oh, thanks.
They're really fun to watch. What I was just going to ask you, I don't know if you were, David, it's like the research part of it, because how steeped are you in the history of when you the research part before you make the comedy part?
Well, it's so easy
or you
because,
just have it.
like I said,
Yeah.
because of Google. It's not like the old days, but the only one that was a lot of research. The one with a lot of research was the Constitution one because I had to read these books to understand what everybody's thinking about it at that time. So I read these horribly boring books because in the old days they wrote books. You had nothing to watch on TV, so you had to read the book so they could write it as intricately as they wanted.
Yeah.
So I'm reading these books going, oh my God, this language is, from another, it's another animal. And, but that's it. But mostly now with Google, any facts I want, I just Google them. But you know how it is. Then you're on suddenly you're on like you're just lost in a rabbit hole. And then I'm like, why was I here originally again?
Yeah, it's hours and hours. Yeah.
It's the worst.
Well, on the premiere night of Grown Ups, I think number one, we were all in New York doing press, and we all came to see your show. Right? Was that which show was that?
That was long story short.
Long story short.
That's how long. That's how long ago that was. That was 12 years ago. You guys were there.
Gross. Anyway, we walk out of there in a daze going, why are we all in comedy? It's all like so thought out and put together. And I'm like, even the Constitution one, I'm like, do you think you had to read the Constitution? Because I would never. And then you have to write a whole thing about it.
It's only 4 pages.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's really
It's 4
quick.
pages of Constitution.
Yeah.
How
too
do
much.
you
But
feel?
yeah, I had to write all these books.
What's
too
a
long.
one-man show for you versus stand-up? For you personally as a performer?
The same thing. I feel like it's the same exact thing. To me, it is because I
Except
work all
you
the
don't get
material
the
out
light.
at clubs. But I work it out. I work it out at the clubs, so I mean, it's the same thing, you know. If it's not getting laughs there, I'm not going to put it in the show, you know.
Because back in the day, if a comedian was too dry or whatever, people might say, "Oh, it's a one-man show," you know, because it's not going for the oath of the comic that will get 6 laughs a minute or something.
By the way, I know, no, I try to
Yours
get
are
laughs.
very funny. Yours are extremely funny.
Well,
That's different.
By the way, what's better than Fred Armisen's one-man show guy? Did you ever see that?
Yes, yeah. Fred Armisen.
Oh, it's the best.
Yes.
And his comedian, and he did his comedian guy on Update. Do you remember that?
The guy, and then the accent guy who goes around the room with the accents. Where you from?
Well, that's amazing.
Long
but
Beach.
He did the
yeah.
But remember, we did the stand-up guy. He's like, got an army jacket. He's like, look.
Oh yeah,
The New York Times. Okay, my father. Okay, and he just keeps.
He just would interrupt himself so beautifully. I asked him, "How do you do that?" Because that's like a mental technique, you know. And he goes, "Yeah, just do it."
Colin, lastly, were you a roast guy? Did you do roasts?
Yeah. Well, the Howard Stern roast, you know. The Audie roast, the Gary roast. Oh my God, those are my favorite things.
Shit, yeah, they're not doing as many.
Have you done a joke that you thought you had to kind of check it with people to see if it had crossed the line in a roast, from funny to cruel, or are you just what's one that sticks out?
No, but I feel like they're all just, you know, I mean, yeah, they're all going to be.
They're pretty rough.
They all have to be godless to a certain extent, but nothing now. Comedians, like the young comedians, do these roasts put on YouTube. They're so much more brutal than anybody. We thought we were like, I was like, whoa, that's hardcore. They don't give a damn. It's really funny to watch. So whatever we did was like light compared to what goes on now at roasts, you know?
I think what happened is like Amy Schumer sort of got known from roasts, and maybe Whitney.
Right.
And there's people that blew up. So they go, here's my one chance. The worst is if you're getting roasted and they go, oh, we're going to have a couple of your friends in quotes, and then 8 new comics. And you go, so there's no fun between you two. It's just an assassination.
Yeah, no.
And they get famous from it.
But what I hate is, once again, my little critiques of everything, is that there's writers at roast. I hate that. I hate it. Like when we did roast, you wrote your own jokes. That was the whole pride. Like, these are all from me. And once in a while, somebody would go to their friend, hey, I'm making fun. You know, I'm sure people took jokes from other people, but it was you. And now it's writers, and the jokes are good. But like you said, they're brutal. Nobody cares. It's not you up there saying it. You wrote it. You tell us, and the other person is desperate for jokes. So you got these celebrities making some obscure, you know, jokes about somebody's, you know, first wife dying or whatever. Yeah. They don't know what they say. You know what I mean? It's
right. They're up there going, hey, which one's being roasted? Chevy? Okay. Hey, you fucking asshole. And you're like, what?
Right.
My friends can say that to me, but I don't know who you are. And that's why people get mad. Yeah. If no one's getting beat up at a roast, I don't know how this thing happened with Will Smith. I mean, roasts are brutal. All right. Well, I guess we should let Colin go. Colin, by the way, I moved, so if you want to stay here next time, you got a spot for you.
Huge.
You moved?
Yeah. He's got a mansion.
No.
It's beautiful.
What's your new address? Almost made you say that on the air.
It was so close. They would have been with a battering ram in 10 minutes.
Well, I will keep liking all your stuff on Twitter, even though I get mad at myself. I keep liking too many in a row, and I go, "This is embarrassing."
No, I appreciate it.
Go do your thing, and I can't wait to see you when you come stay here.
I'll see you in heaven.
Christ's sakes, Colin Quinn, nobody like him. Okay,
guys, thank you so much. But I heard your new opening, and I don't like it. You go live from the podcast. It's Dana and David.
Why do we never think of that?
Who is saying that?
So lame.
Oh, really? All right, we'll stop that.
I heard that you guys is open. Oh, by the way, let me tell you one more SNL thing.
Sure.
Dennis McNicholas was right. He's working on the show. But we were sitting there one day, and I'm listening to Nick Drake, because, you know, in the late 90s, it was like, ooh, Nick Drake. So, yes, I'm one of those assholes. But
Nick Drake.
This song comes on called Saturday Sun by Nick Drake. And Dennis McNicholas goes to me, that's the Saturday Night Live. At the end of the show, that's the song. And then we went down and asked, you know, she was in charge of the
Hal Wilner?
No, not Hal, but she was in charge of the piano.
Cheryl
Hines.
Cheryl.
At some point. Yeah.
Cheryl. And we go, Cheryl, could that be possible that they took a Nick Drake song and she goes, Howard, when Howard Shore was in charge of music, she goes,
Yeah.
Howard definitely would have done that. So that Dennis McNicholas discovered, not that anyone asked, but the mystery of that last song.
At least everyone has that answer. Now, Colin, Colin, I'm not going to leave.
I took a shot.
We don't have a corny ending. We have a good, solid ending.
You don't have a corny ending except what I just said?
No, except here's how I end the show now. Bye-bye.
That's just what he does.
Hey, bye-bye. Yeah, man, you missed the easy one.
Special.
Yeah, and then Dana says
That's my
that.
sign off. I like the 80s. What was your sign off for update? Did you have one?
Oh, yeah, we'll
I'm outta
end on
here.
that.
What is it?
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right.
Oh, that's a
That's
great
it.
one.
That was a
great
good one.
Yeah, you had
That's
a
a
great
great one.
Thanks.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right, Colin. Love you. Hope to see you.
Bye. Love you. Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Hey, what's up, flies? What's up, fleas? What's up, people that listen? We want to hear from you and your dumb questions.
Questions, ask us anything. Anything you want.
You can email us at flyonthewall@cadence13.com. All right, here's a question. This is a question from Jason Smith. Your podcast is better than Cats. The play? The movie? I hope. The animal? I doubt it. Cats are great. I will listen to it again and again. Anyway, I like when they start with a compliment. That's smart. That gets me in. Imagine, if you will, there's a comedic heaven. You're standing before its hilarious gates. In order to be admitted, you must submit one piece from your body of work and be judged. What would you submit? Oh, Dana's not here. I don't know if I can answer for Dana. I'll answer for me. I like the people that go, I can't speak for him, but then I do. I don't mind speaking for people. What would I pick? A lot of people would say, Dave, pick Tommy Boy. But Tommy Boy is mostly Farley. It's not really me. I mean, it's a hit because of Farley. I liked Just Shoot Me and Rules of Engagement, the sitcoms I did, but those are other people too. That's based on other people doing great, and they make me funnier. So that's kind of a cheat. Emperor's New Groove is, I mean, I like it. I'm in it a lot. Voice. I'm handing in voice work to get it. Oh my God. Desperate. But, Kuzco and Easement, they're so funny though. Fuck. And so the total of that makes that movie funny. And the animation is so great. Animation helps every joke. Fuck. Maybe my stand-up specials. I love them, and it's just me. I mean, I love Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt's mostly, at least I'm driving it and co-wrote it, so it's a good representation. But if they don't get it in heaven, then they really don't get it because some people don't like it. This is tough. Glad Dana doesn't get to chirp in. I get to just take all this time and just stare off into space. It's so glorious. But I would have to go with, but what if it's R-rated because it's heaven? I can't hand it anything R-rated. Then I'm screwed. It's been very R-rated lately. Someone even commented, it was a little blue during your Mike Myers interview. I go, I don't give a care. Okay. Special, one of my specials. I think Dana has a lot to give in, so I would say that, or one of my appearances on Ellen out of my 30. No, some of those talk shows were funny. There's just different things. Some of the stuff I wrote I thought was funny. I don't know. I'm just not getting it. Thank you for the question. This has been a podcast presentation of Cadence 13. Please listen, then rate, review, and follow all episodes. Available now for free wherever you get your podcast.
No joke, folks. Fly on the Wall has been a presentation of Cadence 13. Executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Chris Corcoran of Cadence 13, and Charlie Finan of Brillstein Entertainment.
The show's lead producer is Greg Holtzman, with production and engineering support from Serena Regan and Chris Basil of Cadence 13. I like it so far, Dana. Nothing really bothers me there. No one's
I
expecting.
mean, I'm in a hotel room. No, they're both going back, Greg.
Yeah, that's fine. This is a good beginning.
Yeah. This is the beauty of remote podcasting. I'm in different hotels. You know.
Now do you want your mirror in the background because it shows like that square?
Oh, that's why.
Maybe we should open it. This is funny.
Yeah, we go full.
Yank his head off.
Jesus.
God, I almost yanked my earphones off today, and I almost killed someone. It got caught on a tree, and I was like, "This snap."
Yeah.
Well, we got a few minutes left, Dana. So what should we talk about?
Well, okay.
I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. We'll go back and forth, but yeah, I'm doing the tour. So people, exciting. Go to davidspade.com. I'm coming to your town, probably not, but I'm coming to a couple towns. Coming to some towns. You know what? I announced the tour, the first leg of it. And then everyone goes, why are you coming to Pensacola? That's all the comments are where I'm not going. So I will be adding, but that's all on that. But you can buy tickets now, finally.
I just saw David. We worked together at this event, and I watched from the wings. And he's in very sharp form, very funny. I tried to cut him off. I tried to get the mic off.
Get him out of my hands.
I said, hasn't he done his time? I kept going to the crew, and they go, he's on a roll. Let him go. Let him finish. I go,
yeah.
Does he
Dana
have
and I
to
had our
finish?
first corporate gig together. It was a great idea because we went all the way to Indiana. And in the daytime, I walked across the street and went to the NFL Combine. It was right across from the hotel. Everyone in our hotel was either a coach, assistant coach, weightlifting coach, QB coach. It was kind of funny. All dudes. Not great. It looked like a pirate ship. And then I walked over there and got on with Rich Eisen and did some goofy stuff. And then walked around and saw the Combine, which I watch on TV every year. Just fun to walk around.
You went to the Combine. How long did it take you to get there from the hotel? Did you sprint or anything? Or
yeah. When I did this 40 over there, I go, I'm already tired because I sprinted here. But I felt like, and I might be imagination, I was being scouted while I was walking around. Like people are like, what about this guy? He could be a good rover back.
Yeah, I mean, I always saw you as scrappy as a fighter,
Yes.
and I see you as kind of speedy, quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, the 0 to 20 yards, you probably make some noise. Yeah.
And then I did some sled work where you knock it back, push it back, flip the tires a little bit like that. Just let them know it's pretty easy.
If I seem a little tired, is because there was a party last night at the hotel. My wife was here. Oh, and good night, sweetheart. And then it just, can you do the effect? Yeah. And just people talking, what up, man? So this went on for hours, going to the front desk, and they're like, I don't know. We told them many times. They had the balcony open. It's just blowing bongs, pounding beers. And they kept knocking. And they were like, your walls should be thicker, man. We're not that loud.
It's your fault.
Yeah. So we're like, we got all our shit in the other room. We know we won't sleep, and they can't stop them. So can you just give us a room to walk to so we can sleep? Is where I am now.
Oh, so, you did that? Oh my God.
Just so we could sleep, because
you drag your blankets and pillows down the hallway.
It kind
all
of
bleary-eyed.
Yeah, all bleary-eyed. Come in. So yeah. And then I went to the dermatologist today just for a classic skin check. Mm-hmm.
Oh, do your fucking one that I wish I had in my act. It's so funny.
Age related. He's got a little eyeglasses going around. Age related. This time, the guy's really nice, but this time I didn't realize I was wearing powder blue underwear. I just grab them, right? They go, God. Please get down. So I'm sitting on the paper, just nothing but the powder blue boxers.
Skivvies?
Sitting for like 5-7 minutes waiting. Gross. Then it's like, he comes in. So this time when he checked me, he goes, those are red dots. That's normal. You're going to be getting a lot more of those. These dark ones back here, you're going to be getting a lot more of those. So
your balls hang to here. It's going to be getting a lot lower. Yeah.
And then he said on my wrist, he goes, let me, is it cancer? He goes, pre-cancer. Don't worry about it. It's pre-cancer. So we're going to freeze it. So
Is everything sort of just pre-cancer until it's cancer, I guess?
I don't know. Yesterday, because I'm in town and I live in the country, living in the country. I keep thinking of Patrick trying
Farm
to.
animals.
He's thinking live in real time. I might be able to salvage that for something. The coyotes, when they work in packs, and you hear them coordinating out in the field behind our house, like
Coordinating a
they're
strike.
definitely they attack, and then they're like hyenas. They're high pitched.
They get horny. It's like, they're killing.
But anyway, I was in
like
the
it.
big city yesterday. I got the eye thing. Better now or better now?
Oh,
Better
yeah.
now, better now, better now, better now
Yeah.
for about 45 minutes, and then the ophthalmologist came in. That
was just someone doing
that was just me by myself. Better now.
You're practicing better now.
Better now.
Better now.
Now the left eye is kind of weak, but the right eye is pretty good. So
What I used to do, and this is possibly considered cheating, was I'm waiting for my turn. I try to memorize each line. And then I go up and they go, okay, play. I go GF, PF, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they go, well, there's no numbers in there. I'm like, that means I couldn't even see it when I was cheating.
Well, let me ask you a question. This
Please.
is just straight up. Why didn't you, when you go to the pharmacy and you get the, 1.5, 1.25, 1.75, they're upping me to 2. Why getting assistance in your eyesight is called cheaters? Oh, you need some cheaters. Get some cheaters. Why is it cheating? Because you can't see.
It's cheating.
David's wearing, I'm wearing cheaters right now. You'd be a total blur if I didn't wear these.
No, I
cheaters.
actually can sort of see, which is crazy. So
you have a lot of good genetics.
In the next grown-ups, we should do this where we all sit down at the diner.
The next
I guess there's
grown-ups.
5 of us. Yeah. And one of the next grown-ups that we all sit down and everybody
puts their
the 4 out of the 5 guys put the menus like this, way back here.
Uh-huh.
And then because they all can't see. And then I go, you guys, that's so lame. And then I go like this.
Instead of growing ups, the next one's gonna be called old. Growing old. It's not growing up anymore. It's kind of
it's gonna be GROAN. Grown.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good. So I got the eyes, I got the skin. I finally slept. It's been a big weekend. I don't know.
Liver bad, kidney bad. What's that from? Is that from your act?
Yeah, I think so.
They go check you. Oriental medicine, they go liver bad, kidney bad, spleen
well,
bad.
No, that was when I used to go to a homeopath. There was sort of an acupuncture doctor, and I was on SNL at the time. It was in the Valley, and I would go, and they would take your pulse and go, "Oh, you're liver bad, kidney bad, everything bad,
right from your pulse.
You're tired. You're tired. You're so tired now." And they give me these bottle of red pills. Now, what they would do is.
Caffeine
you
pills.
do all the acupuncture stuff. We put here for you. I'll go there. I'm doing a Norwegian accent, just a bad one, okay, for you.
Sure.
And go there. So they also would put it in your head. So one time, and this is not a bit and not a joke, I drove away and I noticed I still had one of the acupuncture things coming out of the top of my head like an antenna. Yeah. So
beep, beep, beep,
I was
beep,
getting,
beep,
this is FM radio KFOG from the San Fernando Valley. But anyway, life's, is what it is.
Picking up AM radio in Iceland.
Christ's sakes, Carvey, I think next time you should comb through the turf before you exit the acupuncture place.
Hey, how much if you pluck them out?
Let me ask you a question because I like to do that. Have you ever done acupuncture?
Oh, yeah. With this neck? Are you kidding me? But you know what? It was a bummer the other night. We flew home. We did pretty good on the flight. That turbulence at the end kind of tightened me up. And from then on, I went to this Oscar thing, and I went with Chris, and then I couldn't go out late because it was killing me so bad. I started getting such a bad headache. Such a bummer. What a fun night. But we did put a lot in it. We flew all day, me and you. We came from 18 degrees. Everything about it was just a beating. And
it's kind of interesting. I like to kind of just let the turbulence exist on its own. So I just flop. Like I just go with it, and I saw you tensing and tightening. I thought, oh, well, most of the time you're sitting on the floor of the airplane, which is kind of hip, like a kind of a hippie thing. You're like,
on my knees.
Give him a bongo. He's down there. Boom, boom,
It
boom.
bothers the other customers. Actually, I think when I was biting on the pilot's collarbone, just because I was so nervous, like on the way down.
Yeah, I know. Well, we had a fun time, and
here's a funny thing. So I don't see the Oscars at all. And our boy Conan was on them. So I see little clips here and there, but then I go to this shindig, this Vanity Fair one with Chris. So when you get there, it's going to be a little bedlam inside, but there's a press line. So that's kind of stuff they don't really want guys there because guys, I'm wearing a black suit. So is Chris. He looks good. And
they don't want guys there. They want a guy.
Well, they just want to take the pictures of the girls' gowns, basically.
Got it.
The guy who cares, And so when you get the press line, at SNL, the press line, it was like log jam. I was standing there for 20 minutes waiting to go through.
In like
so
4 degrees? I mean, was it outside or no?
No, this Vanity Fair, this one.
No,
in SNL? Oh, you weren't there. Yeah, it was inside, but for some reason it was backed up.
David.
I know. I just keep bringing up that you missed it. But this one there's a few people waiting, and we're behind Jeff Bezos and Lauren, right? So, so you just never know where you're going to be in line, because whoever gets there, like last year, a slew of these models came in, like Gigi Hadid, Emrata. They all were in line. And so I said, you guys go first, because that's all they care about is this stuff, fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting, and then they say there's 3 circles. This is inside baseball, as we always gross someone out.
I love it. I know. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. I'm getting information right now, even though I've been to the Oscars a few times.
You've done a million of these. No, so this is just really the after party.
Okay.
And there's a wall of photographers, and so we're waiting. And so Bezos, who I don't really know, I don't think I know him at all. I know Lauren a little bit. So they go first.
Mm-hmm.
So they get on their little circle. A few clicks, Jeff, Lauren, over here.
Oh yeah.
They're doing a little action because it's a couple, So they go to the next one. So Chris Rock comes up. They go, Chris Rock. So he's in the next one.
Okay, and then
when they move forward, they go Spade. So now I'm on me. It's a few clicks, but we get it. I'm wearing a suit. I look around, got it. And then I look at Chris and I go, like, let's get out of here. Go to the next circle.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. And then Bezos is there, but he's like, hey, he's kind of peacocking. He looks good. Lauren's very pretty. Like, hey.
Did he have a sleeveless tuxedo with his biceps bulging out? Yeah. I mean, his skin.
He actually brought a solo flex with him, and he was on.
He is jacked.
Yeah, he's ripped.
Yeah.
And so, there's a picture of us. Oh, Heather will send a picture. Maybe we can put it up. I never saw that. I didn't see any pictures from that night. So you should look for another one because. So then, they're still taking long. So we're not getting off our circles, and I'm just dying out there. And now the photographers are like down. They kind of shoot from the hip, like this. Now they're going across me and Chris, trying to get Jeff, Lauren that way. And then they're looking at their film. They're checking their phones. I'm like, Chris, go. He goes, I'm waiting for them. So then they finally move off. So we go to that circle. Then we cruise off. No, then we get a couple together, I guess. So then we go off, and now they stopped for something. And now we run smack dab, once we're off the carpet, into Jeff and Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris is with his daughter, too. And they say, let's get a picture of all you guys. Like, we're all together. And I'm like, so I say hi to them, and then they cram us all in a picture.
Jeff Bezos.
Now we're all like all the party together. But he was very nice, and she was always been sweet. Mm-hmm. So then, if you're the woman, you're I'm sure very conscious of like.
Oh, it's everything.
I'm looking at my gown, my makeup, and then every woman there is stunning, and so we go in, and then I run in, of course, to some comedians. I see Mulaney, and I see Nick Kroll, and a few others. So we just sit with them and bullshit, and then you get acclimated. Then you start going, I'm going to take a lap. First of all, Sacha Baron comes out. Now, Sacha Baron.
Sacha
As
Baron
he played
Cohen.
Borat.
He played Borat. He pretended to be sort of a Middle Eastern man.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, there we are. Okay, that's not bad, right? Look at my hair shaved.
I don't know if it's your best picture. I don't really.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, but that's not your fault. You're incredibly handsome.
Yeah. I mean, listen, maybe I had an
It was a bad pitch. It didn't look like you to me. Can we see it again? Let's have.
No, don't make me horrified. Let me see. I've never
No,
seen
it
these.
looks perfectly fine, but it doesn't.
Well, I think it's weird. My sides are shaved, so it looks a little different.
Right, but look how stern you are, and look at Chris with the big smile.
Oh, yeah.
That
I
doesn't
didn't
look
know.
like your personality.
I think I looked too smiley one time, and from then on it was.
Oh, and then
over.
you're
I
like
didn't do it
Howard Sterning it up. Mhm.
again. Yeah, I'm like, listen, let's just get. Oh, so
Okay.
this is it. Okay, so this is it.
Good
Talk
Lord.
about stern. Look at how funny. So the
look
other
good
funny
there.
part is Chris's daughter's with him, who's obviously very
How
pretty.
old is his daughter?
I think she's 21.
Okay.
We all came together.
She's
so
lovely.
we stopped and grabbed them. Lovely daughter.
Lovely.
And her friend. And so then we're walking up. I'm like, oh, Chris, people think we're double dating here. This is a problem. So I kind of hang behind. Then we get there. And then Lola gets there. There's Lola and Zara, his daughters. But I go, let's have no confusion, like we're all together. So anyway, funny picture of all of us, right? That's funny.
It was funny. I just, I don't know if I'm liberated or not liberated, but it's just interesting that men are covered in their tuxedos and women have to have their collarbones and their shoulders. Well, no, there they are.
Oh, look at me. Oh, my shirt's unbuttoned. I
Well,
look
that
fucking
looks like you have
psycho.
a mullet there, but it's not your hair in the
I
back.
do.
But it's really coming out.
No.
Chris Rock is leading the way. He looks like he's about to do a stand-up bit. Sasha,
He goes, now the thing is, he always says, but Sasha's too tall, so I don't want to hang out with him all night. This is true. So he's always funny. And I do like him. He's very fun. So, it's friendly. So they go to the bar and I go, I'm going to walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's brilliant. So anyway, I run into a few people and obviously every other person is
Famous.
a celebrity because people don't really get plus ones. Not many do. Obviously Bezos and Lauren come together.
Mhm.
And so I just see a lot of interesting people. You don't see a lot, but I was not feeling great, obviously, with my horrible pictures. And my shirt was too unbuttoned.
Really good ones. There's so many good ones.
Oh, there's good ones.
Oh, no,
Okay, Heather says
I'm
there's-
sure there's great ones. A
There's hope
photo
for me.
can be, you catch someone in yeah.
Oh, there is? Oh, fuck, show that. It was with Rock too, right? Oh, you'll like this one.
This
Dana.
is
They got a
so
picture? Oh, I love
important
it.
to me. I don't even know why. I care.
It's important to me,
I
too.
really want to see your good photo.
I want to find a good picture.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I don't know. I don't know if this is it.
I want to see it. Oh,
But,
my
they
God.
walk around. They kind of ruin it because Kim K was just on SNL and they're building a Skims right by my house. And I wanted to grill her about it. But it's hard to go up to her because they always have someone sort of floating to nail
They
someone.
have security.
Just get a picture with her.
Yeah.
And if
No.
you say hi and get a picture, it looks like you're trying to get a picture.
Too,
So
too sweaty.
out of respect, I said hi for 2 seconds, but it was in between when the guy. I don't think the only negative about the Vanity Fair party, and there's really none, is there's probably 2 floating photographers, and so
in
there's
a
constantly
ballroom of
It's-
300 people.
yeah, maybe 200, yeah,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
small,
Mhm.
so it's small. It's like a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here comes another
Here's
picture.
your.
oh here's a bad shot of me,
well.
but it is when Mick Jagger came over, so that's
yeah,
good. That's
you guys are kind of. There's this. I don't know. There's something like you're
is
kind
this
of.
what I look like from the side? Let me just go real
No.
quick. I want to throw myself through a plate glass
No,
window.
you do not look like
Oh, that one's better. I got a smiley one, yeah.
that. Looks.
Let's
more-
put that one
I
up.
know who that looks like, but I can't think of his name. Star Wars.
C3PO?
No, that's the.
Oh, Mark Hamill?
Yeah, from the side. Yeah, a little bit.
God, anybody better?
That was just a photo.
No, I know. I kind of a gray beard. I mean, a blonde one. So it's, no, I'm fine with how I look. But listen, this woman came up. I was going to ask you, Heather, do you know who Dr. K is? From Instagram or something? Anyway, she's a plastic surgeon, but she wanted a picture. And then, of course, I do the classic, Dana. She goes, oh, I do plastic surgery. I go, hey, can you give me the Brad Pitt? I don't even know if he's done anything. Just make me look like him. She goes, oh, I see what we could do. And she starts touching my face. I go, I'm kind of kidding. You don't have to leap into action already with your professional opinion. But she was very sweet.
Here's what happened to
And
me when I
probably
went to the
Colin.
Oscars. So I was invited to the Vanity Fair party. This will be quick.
Right.
I was
Please
invited
make
with
it
a big
long.
white envelope. Vanity Fair invites you. They invited
Oh,
me
it's
for
such a hassle.
25 years straight. And I
Whoa.
just never went and I never responded, but I kept getting invited. So then they stopped inviting me. The year before, I was invited to the 2018 one because Mike Myers was there for the Queen movie. And so we went to the Oscars, got all dressed up. I go, okay, this is probably my last Oscars. So I think we went to one of the Neiman Marcus or one of those. Okay, I got to get a tuxedo.
Right.
So I said to the guy, I just want George Clooney. I just want exactly what George Clooney. So he started pointing, we'll put
Very
this.
simple, just nice
We're going to
look.
put this. I go, is this George Clooney? He goes, oh, no, George should do that. I go, no. I mean, literally, I want a George Clooney.
Just
the shoes,
simple.
everything, because George Clooney always looks the best in a tuxedo.
Looks great.
The tuxedo cost money, and I looked a lot like George Clooney. But anyway, so we go there. And then we're in some kind of after party talking to Mike, who was generous enough to invite us to go there, and his wife. And they're going from there to the Vanity Fair party.
Right.
So I go, well, we're not invited to the Vanity Fair party. We don't have any invite. And they're like, oh, come along. We'll get you in. But I couldn't. I couldn't be the third wheel with my wife. Like, we don't really have an invite, but we know famous people. Could we go in? So we decided to go. We left and we went to catch. I was in a tuxedo and she was
Went to eat.
To eat, and
not a bad move. They're
by ourselves.
First of all, you're as famous as anyone in there,
Whoops.
or more.
Stop it.
And
Stop
when
it.
you and people would love to see you. People ask me about you all the time. So, but the problem is,
I'm a recluse. Except for this podcast.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
It's good. You have a little bit of mystery to you. I have none. So I go there. Also, I know
Unintentional.
my angle isn't this from now on, Heather, when I'm taking photographs. Let's not have them stand here.
Those photographs
Shoot me
have
from
nothing
behind.
to do with reality.
They know I'm personality driven. So
Well, you
when
don't look. You didn't look like yourself in that shot. You couldn't have recognized you.
Look at me. Now do I? I'm angry to be at this party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brooding.
So when you pull up to Vanity Fair, you see this woman and there's like a guard gate and they have police everywhere because there's too many people there that they don't want anything to happen to, I guess. There's dignitaries or whoever. Like Bezos, he himself they're probably keeping an eye on him alone, along with everyone else. So you have a stop, you have to show something in the window of your car, and then you have a hard plastic David Spade Vanity Fair thing. So you have to show that. Then, even if they know you, David, go ahead. Next one, stop, get out, show that again, shake down. I saw a guy go, literally, hey, David, do you know this guy, whatever? I go, oh, yeah. And he goes, can you tell him I'm stuck out here? I'm supposed to be with him. And I'm like, oh, the chances I would run into this guy inside, which I never did. But he was stuck too. Sorry, we just don't have the thing and you have to have the thing. So it might have been, I'm saying it might have been a slight problem just because I saw how rough they were on everyone. They weren't even screwing around.
Anytime you're in that party and if you pivot left or right or look up or make a sudden move, you will be tackled. You were in danger of being tackled for 2 hours at the Vanity Fair party. Just taken down, guy with his knee in your back. What are you doing? You know, so it's not.
Why are you shaking Jeff Bezos' hand? Yeah, I know. So, and then I pushed out on the Guy Oseary party because that goes all night and it's super fun. But I felt such like fuck pie. I go, I can't do it. Well, and then of course I feel better now, and I'm like, oh, but of course I can't. Anyway, well, I got a lot out of it, and we got age related, and we got fun. And now a word from our sponsors at Betterment. When investing your money starts to feel like a second job, Betterment steps in with a little work-life balance. They're an automated investing and savings app, which means they do the work. While they build and manage your portfolio, you build and manage your weekend plans. While they make it easy to invest for what matters, you get to enjoy what matters.
Their automated tools simplify the complex and put your money to work, optimizing day after day and again and again. So go ahead, take your time to rest and recharge, because while your money doesn't need a work-life balance, you do. Make your money hustle with Betterment. Get started at betterment.com.
That's BETTERMENT.com. Investing involves risk, performance not guaranteed.
Let's give it just a shout out. It'll be whenever it's out, to our friend Conan. Did a great job.
Yeah.
Great jokes. He had his serious moments, funny moments. He kept it light, and I thought it was a home run for Conan. And he's probably, I bet he's already been invited to do it next year.
And Adrian Brody, all the highlights I heard where he did a long speech, which fine. I mean,
I do love it when a guy goes, "Stop the music. I've been here before." You know, he told him, no, stop.
Please turn off the music. I've done this before. This is not my first rodeo.
This is not my first.
Whoa.
Can I just make...
I like the
Go ahead.
The gum one. Go ahead.
No, not my first rodeo is such a funny figure of speech. Like, apparently first rodeos are complete shit shows, but the second rodeo is really nice. But the first one, you get messed up. But
I saw a girl with a hat on, honestly, about a week ago that said, "This is my first rodeo." Please excuse me. This is my first rodeo.
Here's the cool thing about this that he talked about. So this guy gets the Oscar 20 years ago. He's a great actor.
Right.
And then he's kind of in the wilderness years. He's not getting as many A parts. And he really talks to that. Like, I'm still here, Hollywood. It was very open and emotional. But after about 26 minutes of that, I thought, okay, he said everything he needs to say.
How funny.
Yeah.
His pin was her second earring. So she took an earring off.
She took her earring off and he wore it as a brooch?
Yes.
What is brooches out there?
Is this early in a relationship? Is this romance? Like, is it the first 6 months of? All
right, I'll ask you about romance, and Heather can chime in.
All right.
The clip I saw is he won. He got up. He started walking. He got about 20 feet away. Took his gum out and threw it back to her to catch. Mm-hmm. And I don't see that in a lot of Hallmark movies, but maybe that's the new romantic gesture.
Right.
Take this bitch and hope it sticks in your Oscar hair that you had done for 2.5 hours.
I had a Hostess snowball in my pocket, one of those Hostess snowballs when I won the Emmy. Whoops, how'd that get out? So I walk into the stage, I look back at Paula. She was sitting next to, like, I don't know, Eddie Van Halen. I just went, and
she had a catcher's mask.
Just romantic.
Yeah, it's cute. If I was her, I'd be like, hey, next Oscars, maybe not throw your gum at me. Maybe not.
Yeah. Well,
did he bring up Weinstein? That's hard too. That's a tough subject at the Oscars.
Well, I mentioned that before, and it has nothing to do with Weinstein or anyone. It's just such a turn to go from the Weinstein type, Harvey Weinstein, to Adrian Brody, who has just this gravitas about him, or sadness, or he just has this
seems like a very cool guy,
incredibly genuine person. Based on what I saw, I like him.
Obviously talented. If he doesn't get an Oscar for 20 years, it means nothing about his acting. It's just there's only X amount of good movies and so many actors that are good that it's sort of, you get lucky. And also, if it's about, he works all the time, but if it's about the Holocaust, there's always a chance it's going to be taken very seriously, and it might get pushed to the front of the pile.
It's something. I'm sure it's brilliant. It's just a place I can't go to anymore. But, Adrian Brody, I'm
eating a banana. I didn't know what time it was. Dana, I still don't. I just know I was like, I think I'm going to pass out.
I spent the weekend with you. We were doing our own thing going around there. But every time I turned around, you're peeling a freaking banana. I go, is this guy got a potassium deficiency?
Banana is my new go-to. It's easy. But anything on the podcast, I can't really eat. I have shit around here, but I can't eat it.
Remember when I handed you an orange? And you said, what am I going to do with this? And you threw it down. I was like, that's
and then I go, give me a goddamn banana.
You're like a monkey. You need a fucking banana.
I don't want people to think I eat food. Oh, by the way, before we get into the stories, there was a quake here the other day. Did you feel it?
What are they talking? 3.9?
It was a chumpy 3.6. Embarrassing.
No, that's nothing. That's like, is the mattress moving? I didn't really feel it. there was a big one in San Jose. I flew over it while the earthquake was happening. I think I was on Southwest, and the pilot came on and said, earthquake down in San Jose right now. Now we're over San Jose. Now we're not. Now we're over San Jose. Now we're not. I mean, the whole city was moving. I was shocked.
That's very shocking.
I was surprised. I mean, that's a big earthquake.
That's
right over San Jose.
It slides out from under the plane and comes back.
Now we're not.
Yeah.
Shakers, tremors. I had a friend once.
People are telling me, they're like, it was a 3.6, but felt like a 4.1. Because we know our earthquakes out here. So I'm like, you get into the 5s, I'll start to listen. 6, I'm scared.
And it's also the depth of it, and the way it shakes. And
was it a roller? Was it a sideways one? Was it up and down?
Liquefy? I have a good friend who during I'll tell you more later about that. It's not for the podcast. Okay. Northridge earthquake, which was a 6 something, but more like created action like an 8.0.
Monster.
My other friend was like, when it was hitting, was going, "This is the big one. This is a big one. We got to get out of here."
The biggest. It was like 6.6, right?
Well, Look, listen. The Ring of Fire in Japan and stuff, Tokyo can take a 9.2, and they're on ball bearings, so they just kind of go that. We in California with the San Andreas, we're kind of tapped out. I hope I'm right at maybe a 7.2, because
it's super ugly.
Our things, our teutonic plates are moving this way. You don't want them to move this way. Off the coast of Oregon, they're going to move this way, and that'll be a 12.4.
The plates.
The plates. If they're moving this way, there's a certain, but if they're moving
teutonic plates.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It doesn't always have to be funny. It can educate.
No, I like it.
Do you?
Riveted. But do you get it? But can you keep up? Yeah. All right, let's go to look at some stories. We've covered everything. We didn't cover the Oscars at all, but it's funny. Who cares?
Kudos to Conan.
This is such a well-run machine. I don't even know what this one is. Dana, you have to explain it to people at home. I wouldn't do this for $1 million. 2 doofuses are throwing, they're blindfolded basically. And look what they do. Would you do this? This is full of water. They don't know it's coming. Oh. In the head, would you take... That'll break your neck. I mean, are you... Oh, my God. And you're continuing to do it. So they have like a gallon filled with some water. Dana, could you take this hit to the head?
No.
That guy can see. I didn't understand the last part.
2 observations. Alcohol was involved. Obviously, they're giggling, they're numb. Number 2 is, what in God's name will we do for clicks and views? And I want you to think about this. Yeah. You're a smart guy. You're a tough guy. Yeah. You're a good guy.
Yeah.
You're just tremendous. Think of a stunt we can do so we get, what do they get? 2 million likes?
I doubt it. That looks like a low liker, and they put in all that effort.
Oh, no. I thought it was 1.9.
Was there millions on that, Heather? I didn't see it.
1.7?
I mean, honestly, if you dropped a feather and it hit my head, I would start crying because I cannot take something filled with water.
No.
And when you're not ready for it, oh, my God.
That was not safe and not good.
Welcome to the internet. Okay, what's the next one? Don't try this at home. Don't try this podcast at home either.
Here's this. Yeah, be careful. All right, here we are.
What is this? This is kind of interesting science.
Okay.
This is phenomenon. It's called spontaneous synchronization. So they're taking what are those things called? Melodromes or something?
Melodromes, yeah. 5 melodromes on
and they're off. Spontaneous synchronization is a phenomenon where independent oscillating systems like metronomes or fireflies, they naturally fall into sync without any external coordination. Look, they're getting closer to being the same. For what reason? Wow. It is observed in nature, physics, and even biological processes like heart cells
So
beating in
little
unison.
toy metronomes were all discombobulated
Five of them.
and then achieved synchronicity without
On their
any
own.
outside help. See?
Very cool. Okay, you can stop it.
And you think
It's
the
fucking
universe
noisy.
was just random?
Yeah, good luck. But they
Mhm.
say sometimes girls all have their like, what's together. So is that sort of the same?
I don't
Is it
want
sort
to.
of the same thing?
Yeah, I'm not involved in this bit.
I'm not saying a bit. I'm saying
That's
I've heard that happens when girls like live together in like a dorm. They all kind of sync it up somehow.
I'll just put it out there.
Heather, you're being quiet. Do you know this story? Have you heard of this?
Yeah, our periods get in sync.
Oh, periods get in sync. Oh, she just nailed it, hammered it in
Interesting.
there.
There's a lot we don't know about the universe.
I was dancing around it a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah,
Dana just sums it up by saying, there's a lot we don't know.
about the universe.
It's fine.
Eventually, I mean, we have a telescope out there that's 1 million miles from Earth now, and we're going to be able to see. And I always have a hard time with this. There's light, the Big Bang,
Mhm.
all the matter of the universe ahead of a pencil, and then it explodes, and all this light comes out. And we're thrown out of here. We'll be able to see back to the beginning of the Big Bang. Sorry, and I think they just did it, and all they saw was a giant eyeball blinking.
At first, I thought you said we have a telescope 1 million miles away, and I'm like, that's too far. They should have the telescope here that they could see 1 million miles away.
Well, it was cute when it was on a mountain in Hawaii, but then you get out in outer space, you're going to see a lot better.
Dude, I don't want to know what's out there because I see stuff from the space station, and there's clearly UFOs flying around, and everyone's like, I'm like, mm-hmm. Oh, it's real, Dana.
There's a lot of
People got
I don't
itchy last week when I said I believed in what was it? Cloud seeding? I don't know. Yeah. Chemtrails. And everyone's like, what?
What do you mean chemtrails? Was I there for that?
Well, they spray and they put stuff in the air. And,
that one. Yeah, I remember.
I think they really do it. Everyone just says, what can I do about it? There's nothing you can do. You just have to slurp up that parasite poison or whatever the fuck it is. I hope it's not bad. That's what I was saying. I said, someone's going to murk somebody if that's real because nobody likes to be slowly poisoned to death. I don't.
No.
I'm crazy that way.
Yesterday, the eye doctor said to me, you eat a lot of vegetables? I go, yeah. Spinach, this and that. He says, spinach is out. And he said, no, it's too many toxins when they make it. So too many chemicals. I go, spinach is out? What is in? He goes, well,
I saw a picture
don't
of
eat
salmon
kale.
with maggots. Salmon with a bunch of parasites in it. Parasites are the new thing. Like they're probably in everyone to some degree, even though they're microscopic, or they're the kind they pull out of people. Literally, it's like this. It's like, bleh.
I've only known kind of human parasites that sort of try to use
Like plus ones.
I'm more worried. Human beings are the scariest thing on planet Earth. I'll put it that way.
We're worse.
Yeah, we're worse.
Scary. All right, next great riveting story.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's dig in.
Oh, Dana, you'll like this. This is like a scientific thing that Heather won't be able to fucking
The stairwell illusion is one of the hardest to understand. So here's a guy coming down.
Okay, here's a guy. Just stand. He's going upstairs, right?
Walking.
Located in building
You're not going to like it, Heather. I'm telling you right now. I don't even understand it. And you're going to think it's...
The stairwell, designed by
Hate it. Hate it.
Raphael Nelson.
Can't stand it.
Was built in
Oh,
My
what?
brain is flipping like a pancake.
following RIT suit.
And I like they give you a graphic like you can show like, see how easy it is to figure out?
It's a jump
don't
cut on the
understand.
camera. That's all.
I don't think it. I think it's a real thing.
Well,
It's called an Assyrian stairwell is a visual paradox inspired by impossible
but it's a
construction.
normal stairwell that
It
just
creates an optical illusion.
I need more.
I'm feeling sick from watching this. Sort
No,
of like
I don't.
dizzy.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't understand it.
No, I don't.
It's a documentary about how weird that is. There's a documentary.
So the basic idea is you're looking at someone go up a stairwell. They continue to go up. Then it looks to you like they've gone down and are coming up a lower stairwell.
Something like that.
Something like that. I call bullshit.
Oh, you think it's a camera trick?
Little, yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, otherwise, let's go to some building, a stairwell, and get
do it.
Heather with an iPhone and make history. You'll be the guinea pig. No offense or nothing. I'll stay back with the iPhone.
Let's build an Assyrian staircase. and just do it. That should be our big YouTube bit.
We have a lot of mystery.
And then they'll say it's camera tricks, though. There'll be a bunch of Danas out there.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Whose song is that?
Bonnie Raitt?
Yep.
What about, you were just saying, the big, big bang, the reason I'm... That's a song on my iPod, old man. Okay, next.
Why the raspberries?
I don't know.
Okay.
Did you know I saw that Chile, you're saying it wrong, Chile, Chile, is it a country? Yeah. They had 19 million people without power out of 21 million without power. That's what scares me. Those things seem so easy to happen in this world that just a couple problems and the grid go, that just scared. No power. They couldn't go in elevators. They're stuck here. They're stuck in the street. I mean, I would freak. Then everything rots in your fridge. It's just too much. Too scary. There
was Dick Cheney, love him or hate him, but he had one of these quotes, everyone's a Republican when the lights go out.
Oh, I don't even know what it means, really.
Well,
sounds like a good one.
It's kind of the environmentalist is the last person to build a cabin on the mountain. But we're so dependent on power, we take it for granted. And I don't know. Sometimes we have brownouts.
All I need
Kill it first.
Nope.
How many
play by your rules?
How many bananas do you do a day? 5?
It always looks like it has like a high collar on it. Hello.
It looks like an ice cream bar. I don't know. I can't.
Anyway, it's a little fucking on the ancient side.
Did you ever have a frozen chocolate banana dipped in?
Fuck yes, I did.
Okay, that's a whole other kettle of banana.
Well, that's so. I don't know if they have those anymore. Who invented those?
GP.
It's a good invention.
Yeah.
I used to go to Dairy Queen and light it up with a dilly bar.
I think as a kid, a banana split from Foster Freezer, like a banana split was a magic thing. It had the vanilla, the chocolate, and the strawberry Neapolitan.
Yeah.
And the banana and then chocolate syrup on top. So it was like such an indulgent thing. What'd you do, dude? I got a banana split, man.
Oh, they're unreal.
Full Monty. Yeah.
I wonder if people are still listening, but I think they are. This is so, and I like this kind of talk because it throws me back to when I used to eat more sugar. I fucking loved it. I look good in this light. Let's do this at the goddamn Vanity Fair party.
I looked at the metrics, and most people fast forward to minute 45 on Superplay.
Oh, to hear anything about bananas?
They just joined us.
For those of you just joined, all right, we'll show another story.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. Okay.
No.
Right, paint foot, smash ass onto a jean jacket, and voila, it's a blob of shit.
This girl just rates people's fashion.
In our pants. That doesn't seem like a 5-minute craft to me.
Craft.
All right, take your motherfucking shoelaces out of your shoes and do some early 2000s bullshit. Her underpanties are going to show. That looks like shit.
She's a tough critic.
What am I watching, please?
Well, people get on like a TikTok or something on one side. They show one like we do, and then they just critique it from the other side. Like they'll have a cook.
Oh, I got it.
And he'll watch someone cooking something and go, okay, you put the stuff in there. You're good so far. Why are you adding that? And then they just criticize.
That's
I like that woman just like trashing someone's dreams.
She was just, she's a funny character.
You look like shit.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. That's good though. I don't do that with you. I like your outfits.
I have a uniform. I just wear the
Dana looked good at the corporate gig, Heather. He had a little suit on.
Did I?
Little jacket. Yeah.
I'm never gonna go do stand up again with a tucked in shirt because I'm fighting it the whole time. It's riding up the buttons.
It's tough to do stand up. You're moving around. You want.
I need an untucked shirt. Remember the company Untucked? Did they go bankrupt? Because call us.
Untuck it. No, there's too many of them. Yeah.
Oh, they still exist though, because it closed.
Untuck It, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Call us. We'll sponsor you.
Okay. Can you do this, Dana?
Okay.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
Not at all. That was all.
could you get out of this? I always think, could I do these things? I think I could do this, and I'm so delusional. I think I could do this. You think you could do this? I think you could, Dana.
I don't know. That's like a guy sprinting in this snow cone tunnel and just going up and up.
You're
I would
going
have to
uphill.
try it. I don't know. I would
That's a little
hope I could
parkourish.
do it. I would hope I could.
You're strong. You have strong quads, and you have endurance. That's a tough one. But if you're, here's one I think I can do in parkour. This is one if I was stuck and it was life or death. They jump off a building onto a pole and slide down. It's the only way down.
If it's the only way, you just do it.
You clamp so hard, but you got to grab it exactly perfectly on the way down and grab, and then you slide. It slows you down a little bit. I couldn't do it as good as they do, but
I've seen
Yeah.
those.
yeah,
Were
I
you-
won't do it unless I have to. So don't ask me to do it.
Were you kind of a daredevil as a kid? A
Yeah,
little bit sometimes because skateboard, or what was your?
Oh, yeah. Skateboarding, and then went out for every sport.
I had 3 older brothers, right? Stacked. And so we're living in San Mateo, California, and there's these old mattresses you find at the dump.
Oh yeah,
And they were jumping out of the second story window on them. And
Yeah.
I was 4 years old, so
So
I was
dangerous.
afraid. But the next day they all went to school and I decided to climb out on the ledge.
no way.
And then I sort of panicked. So I'm hanging from the window and the neighbor calls my mom and says, I think your son Dana is hanging from the window.
Oh
So I'm
my
like,
gosh!
what are you
Oh my
doing
God.
out here? You know,
What are you doing?
what in goodness name? The other time
God's green earth are you doing?
I crawled into the dryer and somehow it got closed behind me. So she said she came in.
Terrifying.
I'm 4 years old. I weigh like 30 pounds and I'm just like going like this
on the glass,
against the glass from the inside.
choking on lint.
Lint.
Aunt Blabby. All right, let's do another. We don't have to do too many more. We can keep going.
We're looking good.
We're killing it, actually.
Mm-hmm.
What's this joke? Oh, my daughter met poop and pee at the city wastewater treatment exhibit and cried when we had to leave them. So they have mascots for poop and pee, I guess.
And what is the point of that? To educate little kids about okay.
About toilets and what goes down them.
Okay.
Look at the comment goes, and they say never meet your heroes.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
How do I land that gig? That's funny. Dude, I would do that part-time to make money.
Oh yeah, of course. Dress up in a thing.
I would do rock, paper, scissors for pee. I'd rather be pee, I think.
Did you ever, as a youngster, stand outside like a ice cream store or something and just hold a sign and turn it and stuff? Like, hey, come over here.
Oh, no, that thing I can't do.
Yeah.
I'm not a great stander. I can't stand for hours on end anymore. Not as much fun as it used to be.
Standing's good for us. It's the sitting. It compresses.
Oh,
everything.
standing keeps your body moving, yeah.
Yeah.
We already walked
helps
Heather.
your spine.
Heather, do we walk you? Walk the crowd. We have a crowd of one here, and she walked.
Same old, same old.
Okay, so anything final thoughts? I'll
No,
say there's an
not
AI
really.
Tommy Boy thing that people keep sending me on I think the Bell Brothers or someone put out AI Tommy Boy. Maybe we'll play it next week. It's
I mean,
them going on
a scene
they're-
or a movie or
Yeah, it has us going on Shark Tank.
within 3 to 5 years, you will
Yes.
be able to say, Tommy Boy 3, they're in the army. And then within 1 second, you'll have
It'll
a
write
perfect
it and put
feature
it up,
film
yeah.
and you'll have a film done. I could say
And I'll still complain that it was hard to do.
Wayne and Garth in the Wild West. Boom. And then the
Boom.
movie will be done. So all those people out there, the grips, the lighting people, the makeup, I don't know what to
What a-
say. The actors,
What about
us.
Wayne's World with 3? They go to Uranus. That would be like a good Wayne's World one.
And then they would giggle. So they say, yeah, let's go to Uranus. And then they would laugh for like 90 minutes.
Sounds like your butt.
I always said, people ask me, what's with Wayne's World? I said, the two biggest losers in town are the happiest people in town.
Yeah, I like
because
that.
they ritualize every single moment.
They're
of
in
their
a
life.
good mood. People like to see people that are having fun.
Yeah, let's go to Stan Makitas, man. Get some donuts.
By the way, I think there's an assembly of busboys so far. An assembly. I haven't seen it. We're letting the director, Jonah's going to do stuff to it.
Like Spielberg, you have assemblies just constantly updated. You're seeing every day you have the scene cut on some. So you should have a rough cut by now.
I've only seen a couple scenes cut, which I liked. So, but I think the trick is what's everything in a row. People don't know you shoot a movie out of sequence. Some people don't. So you don't really have any continuity. You're like, you shoot your last scene first and a middle one, then one of the first one, then you go. So it's very hard to get it to feel how it's going as a story.
What's the heart tugger?
Well,
they're busboys. They struggle. Yeah.
Yeah. His dad's in jail.
Okay. And you get him out. And
he gets hit by a car early on. Like he's a little off. And then he doesn't really have a dad and his mom doesn't really like him. So I take him in.
Jeez, it's like Joe Dirt or something.
It's like any movie where people are like have stacked against them.
Well, if this is a classic comedy, R-rated, maybe 75 minutes, and then you have the closing credits and outtakes.
That's only an hour 15.
Well, then closing credits will pad you to 85. So
we'll definitely do a gag reel.
If it's got these tentpole funny scenes, that's all people really live for. They, like 5 or 6 really big funny moments.
Yeah, that's all you need. I think we're going to get it down to about an hour 40 and then have Judd look at it and make it 2:20.
It's weird, but Theo hit me up and this is kind of, I shouldn't even say this, but I'm editing Busboys.
You are?
I'm the editor and I think it's going to be great.
I wouldn't mind that. I would trust you.
I think it's going to be great. You come off great. Theo's
I don't know the editor, but I've seen a few things. So the director gets, per the union, he gets the first cut. So I don't mind that. That's the way it's always been. So he's going to get it. He's going to report while he's doing it. And then we'll all go in there and take a look. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did it. We still did an hour. Look at us, Dana.
I know. It's shit. I don't
Somehow
know how we
time.
do it. No, people are eating dinner and doing stuff.
Yeah, they're riveted. This shit's great.
We should be called the backgrounders. This is what you listen to when you're doing other things.
While you're doing something important.
Superfly happens while you're busy making other plans.
You know what?
John Lennon.
Yeah, that's what life is too.
Mm-hmm.
Life. Wait, what is the phrase? Oh, you have
life
plans.
is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. John Lennon, Beautiful Boy, Double Fantasy album, 1980.
All right.
People quote the line, but they don't remember where it came from.
No. Okay, that's it. So we'll see you next time. And,
we'll see you next time on.
Oh yeah, you can buy tickets for the tour now on my David Spade.
And also, we're at the Fantasy Springs.
We're going. By the time this happens, we'll be there the next day, right?
So then you get a 2-for-1.
No, it's not. Oh, it's in a week. Oh yeah, okay. It's not the next day.
We do our funny stuff, and then we're going to come out, and it's going to be mayhem. We're going to take questions.
I don't want to use the term razzle dazzle, but you'll be razzled and dazzled.
Let's put it this way. It's called Nothing's Off the Table Tour. We only have 2 dates in the tour.
We've already done one.
We've done one. We're halfway done.
Yeah.
But it should be a banger.
It's mostly because I don't think Dana wants to go around the world and do this. It's getting late in the game to just go, hey, you guys want to do a world tour? We're like, oh my God, I don't know. Because the podcast is seen everywhere. So like, you want to go to Australia? You want to go to England? I'm like, I love those places. I just don't know. Heather wants to go, of course.
You want a tour like the Rolling Stones. They do a date, and then they take 4 days off. They pack Mick and Ice. They do a thing. He's extraordinary. But I'm not...
My friend? Yeah.
Your friend, your buddy, your doppelganger. You guys are like twins or something, but you're much younger. But he's in incredible shape. But they do take 4 days off, then they do another one. So they tour, and it's 6 weeks.
And they're in a 747 and they stay at the Taj Mahal.
And it's arenas, but there's ways to do like little mini, but
we're at a motel,
the world
4.5.
Which started 3 years ago, and they're going round and round. I mean, it's just like, I don't know, it wears people out.
Oh, I get it. All right, we're going to end.
All right.
Okay, I'll see you later, Dana. Bye, guys. This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade. Jenna Weiss Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it. Ooh.